Well, look, like Anthony Albanese, he does have differences within the coalition about how to approach the question of climate change, whether you take it with the Nationals who are insisting on, some of them at least, on coal-fired power stations and so on and so forth, and other inner-city Liberals for whom not going faster in addressing climate change is a problem for them. So he has and is trying to discover the path of least resistance, if I can put it that way. And also there is, too, the pressure coming from the Biden administration for the nations of the world, including Australia, to go faster. So he is slowly moving away from coal through gas and presumably to renewables to express a preference, I suspect, is his way of trying to move further away from the Nationals without actually provoking a considerable degree of hostility, let alone opposition. Now, this is not good enough for some within either his party or within the community, but he is moving slowly towards renewables, it seems to me. Whether the Nationals at some point really get their backs up and do to Scott Morrison what they did to Malcolm Turnbull, for example, I don't know. But that's where we seem to be heading. And the question, if he is able to use this formula to satisfy both wings of the coalition, then he's done what Anthony Albanese has yet to achieve, which is to deal with people like Joel Fitzgibbon and satisfy them, as well as the Green left of the Labor Party. So as we approach the election, it may well be that much of the community thinks that, well, Scott Morrison may not be doing enough, but he's doing a bit more than he said in 2019, and that's okay with us. Meanwhile, the Labor Party is still having a conversation, one in a climate of disagreement, and that's actually not for us. So they both have difficulties with this issue, but it does seem to me that at the moment Scott Morrison is moving ahead on it, while Labor has still got this issue which it has to resolve and must resolve before the next election. Otherwise, it will be even less attractive as a proposition, as an alternative government going into an election which could be, as we all know, as early as the final quarter of this year.
Yeah, and it's an issue we'll be hearing about until election day. Jim Middleton, appreciate your analysis. Thank you.
My pleasure, as always, Ash.